Expected.
I should probably be more scared of it now that you're on this boat.
Catching Hell, Sundays at 9 on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 75, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. High 86, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
The powerful and efficient 5.7-liter ME-V8 with 22 highway miles per gallon and 395 horsepower.
Come with me now. Come with me now.
How far you take it is entirely up to you. Guts, glory, Ram.
Go with me now.
I typed my name and date of birth, and step by step, decades were crossed. When I was lost, my ancestry tree showed me the way that led to you, and I saw you coming home. With the world's largest online collection of family history records, exploring your family's past has never been easier. Simply type in a name at Ancestry.com. Who will you discover?
Welcome back to Weather Center Live. We're not just tracking severe storms, we're tracking the threat for rain in the big cities like New York and Philadelphia. Showers and storms moving in tonight, and they'll be with us tomorrow as well. So that could be an issue for that Yankees game later on tonight against the A's. Hopefully the rain stays away for that, though. And we are going to be talking about the possibility of severe storms, especially across the mid-Atlantic region. So right now, Philadelphia, we're pretty cloudy. We're clouding up. It's definitely a little muggy out there as well. Scattered showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder to wake you up early tomorrow morning. And looks like you'll need a little extra time for your morning commute as well, with that rain continuing through the mid-morning hours. Here's a look at the clouds as they took over across the northeast. Thicker clouds now moving into parts of West Virginia, also Pennsylvania. We go beneath the clouds, and that's where we actually find some of the heavier downpours right now. You can see that here on our radar. The yellows, oranges, and reds indicating some of that heavy rain across West Virginia. We've had occasional severe storms as well. Wet weather from Cleveland to Erie, right on down towards Pittsburgh as well. New York City, so far so good. The leading edge of that rain, though, starting to work its way toward the Catskills and eventually into the overnight hours. It'll be working its way through Manhattan as well as Center City, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Baltimore looking a little wet, and Boston. Also be prepared for some scattered showers. We actually had some delays at Logan earlier due to some rain showers. So here's a look at New York, starting off our day on a wet note, I'm afraid. Tomorrow, temperatures in the mid-70s, but then the sun appears on Friday. Beautiful looking day, leading us into a nice weekend overall with temperatures in the low 80s. And then for Boston, after some morning showers and even some periodic rain throughout the day, we're looking much better, a brighter forecast as we head into Friday and the weekend with those very comfortable temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. So enjoy. All right, Paul's going to take us down south.
Yeah, in fact, let's take a live look at Vanderbilt University campus here in Nashville, Tennessee, and looking pretty pleasant out there, although we still have the risk of some more thunderstorms we are tracking moving in there tonight, and also as we head through much of the south as we head on towards tomorrow, although it has been muggy. Again, 84 was our high today, average around, 88 was our high, average is 84, goes up to 85 tomorrow. But yeah, this time of the year, you know, you're out there, it feels muggy. All that moisture will help to give us more scattered showers showers and thunderstorms. Right now on the radar, seeing a few blips, but that's about it here in Nashville. Otherwise, enjoy your relatively quiet evening because just the north of you, moving across areas of Kentucky, some thunderstorms, strong, even tornadoes popping out there around Crittenden County as well. So we can keep a close eye on that. But overall, as our front kind of slowly sags southward, it's going to stall out. Not going to finally clear us out. If it did, we wouldn't have any rain chances, but it's going to stall, which means the lifting point for all this moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. The result is this: day after day of scattered showers and thunderstorms. If you're trying to cut the grass, trying to do some yard work, or perhaps play some tennis, or even get the kids to the park, anytime after, say, noon to 3 o'clock, we'll start having showers and thunderstorms pop up and then roll across the area, and that will continue Friday into Saturday, even Sunday as well. So not the best of weekends in terms of outdoor plans, especially the evening plans. Concerts, weddings, graduation parties could be a little at risk from time to time. Not an entire washout, but definitely scattered showers and thunderstorms in Nashville tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, even to Sunday as well. But temperatures will be slowly warming up as well. And even Atlanta, a good chance of thunderstorms coming through tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, into tomorrow night. And then once again, anytime after, say, 3 o'clock, Friday, Saturday, even Sunday, you have a chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms. And any one of them can go severe. And also any one of them can just dump rain as well on any of your outdoor activities. Kelly?
Rain and strong wind in the forecast for tonight in the Ohio Valley. Last night, though, was all about the hail hitting the streets in eastern Nebraska. Look at that. We'll have more incredible images and stories from yesterday's storm system. Stay with us.
There's no better time to buy a Can-Am Spyder. Right now, get up to a $3,000 rebate, plus a 3-year warranty.
An exhilarating ride with awesome stability and control. Experience the freedom of the open road for yourself.
Find your local dealer at CanAmSpyder.com.
Anna.
Ready. Now every stop is an opportunity to save gas. And maybe someone's day. Introducing the new fuel-efficient 2014 Malibu with stop-start technology. The car for the richest guys on Earth.
Start your summer off right and get $2,000 customer cash on every 2014 Chevy Malibu.
Oh!
What is it?
There are no marshmallows in this box of Lucky Charms.
Huh. Weird.
Seriously?
What?
They're magically delicious.
Give Dad a gift he'll love. Get this Porter cable compressor for just $99 at Lowe's.
I'm a painter, and Scotch Blue is my tape.
I'm a painter, and Scotch Blue is my tape.
Pro painters count on Scotch Blue. Now with advanced Edge-Lock paint line protector for even sharper paint lines.
I am a painter, and Scotch Blue is my tape.
Scotch Blue Painter's Tape.
Surely a vacuum shouldn't just work on carpets. Well, the Dyson DC65 cleans better than any other vacuum across hard floors and carpets. Works for me.
Now save up to $100 on Dyson technology. Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
I don't think this is done by any means.
My husband worked at a power plant where the asbestos fell like snow.
My dad got mesothelioma from asbestos.
Oh, the diagnosis was devastating.
We chose Cooney and Conway because they're highly experienced in this area.
They were more than lawyers. They were human beings.
There was no money up front.
It showed my sons that there is justice in the world.
Call 1-800-322-5573. Cooney and Conway. Justice with a passion.
Go ahead and brag a little. You'll inspire visitors and support the state's economy.
800-990-8968. Exos Pro is not sold in stores, so call 1-800-990-8968 today.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8, brought to you by Olive Garden. Get together at Olive Garden. We're all family here.
Olive Garden's latest inspiration? You. You told us your #1 Olive Garden dishes. Now they're part of our 2 for $25 guest favorites, featuring for the very first time your all-time favorite dish, creamy chicken Alfredo. And our seductive shrimp mezzaluna you love so much, we brought it back. Unlimited salad and breadsticks, 2 entrees, and dessert. It's our most inspired 2 for $25 ever. Olive Garden. We're all family here. Discover 70 Pronto lunch combinations starting at $6.99.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 75, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. High 86. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Check out these pictures sent into our Facebook page from Deborah showing the clouds from this morning. This is in Wapakoneta, Ohio. And yeah, we had some scary looking skies out there. And at times we were hearing the sirens in the southern part of the state. We had a couple of tornado warnings that we were tracking earlier this afternoon. Of course, if there's any damage, the National Weather Service will send out a team and kind of look at that damage to see whether or not it was just straight line wind or actual tornado damage. But right now we are watching out in this area for the possibility of tornadoes. We've got tornado watches in effect, including portions of Interstate 81 in southwestern Virginia, western North Carolina as well. By the way, this watch goes all the way until 3 o'clock in the morning. So make sure before you go to bed tonight, have a way of being notified. If you go to sleep, you definitely want to be awakened if you've got a tornado headed your way. Here is a look at the active radar picture. We've got a couple of tornado warnings now in Kentucky. Severe thunderstorm warnings showing up in the yellow. And of course, we've got flash flood concerns as well. We're going to start with this one right here near Madisonville, because on this one, we've had a rain-wrapped tornado report with this. So not just radar indicated, this is Hopkins County under that tornado warning until 7:30 Eastern time, moving off toward the northeast at about 35 miles per hour. So seek shelter immediately if you live in the area around Nebo. Also, tornado warning not too far from Bowling Green right now, not including Bowling Green, but we'll have to watch it very closely as this one's moving off toward the southeast at 35 miles per hour. We've got Butler and Warren counties under that tornado warning. That goes until 7:45. Watch out in Greencastle. Seek shelter lowest level of your home and away from the windows. All right, we're also concerned again here in the plains, just like yesterday, some of these areas were hit. We've got a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for portions of Montana, the Dakotas, into northeastern Colorado, western Nebraska as well. And already we're tracking some mean-looking storms out there. Moving through the Black Hills of western South Dakota, severe thunderstorm warnings going for this line, kind of bowing out a little bit. Could be some damaging wind gusts with that one. We've got Bennett, Jackson, and Shannon counties under that severe thunderstorm warning. So this is the area that we're going to be watching for tomorrow as that disturbance heads toward the east. We're talking Wichita, right on down towards Tulsa, over towards Little Rock. You need to be on guard for the possibility of damaging winds and large hail. As far as tornadoes go, about a 4 out of 10 here for your Torcon in north central Oklahoma. That is a 40% chance of seeing tornadoes within 50 miles of that location. Also, we're going to have to keep our eye on the deep south from Memphis to Huntsville, even Atlanta. We could have some damaging winds, dangerous lightning with these storms as well during the early morning hours. Charlotte and Charleston will be watching you guys tomorrow as well. Paul?
Well, severe weather rocked parts of Nebraska, even Iowa yesterday, and from the damaging winds and heavy rain and flooding to the baseball-sized hail and several tornadoes. Well, you could definitely certainly say that they saw just about everything yesterday.
I was horrified. I was scared to death.
We had winds along the leading edge of that gust front, 70 miles an hour.
Stuff was hitting the house, and we headed to the basement, and we could hear stuff banging around.
Baseball-size hail. We're talking almost 3 inches in diameter.
We just got a new tornado warning up.
Boy, I'd be scared of there possibly being a tornado with this at some point.
Because this storm looks like it's coming towards our place.
Hey, this is not what you want to run into. Some big hail shattering this person's windshield.
We're talking possibility of 9 tornadoes being reported. You can see our areas here shaded in the red.
Boy, it come through like a freight train, man. It sounded like a world was coming to an end almost.
And yesterday's hailstorm in Nebraska hit the town of Blair hard.
Yeah, we're talking a lot of houses that really had the siding just peeled away from that large hail. The local sheriff couldn't even escape the storm damage. We're going to show you what happened to the sheriff's department there in Nebraska coming up.
Right now, we'll take a live look at the nation's capital where the sun is beginning to set, but we're not done with our severe weather. We have a chance of seeing even some thunderstorms roll through the mid-Atlantic before the sun comes up tomorrow morning.
These weeds are on a mission to hide every bottle of Bayer Advanced Durazone. They know Durazone kills weeds and grasses for up to 6 months. That's 2 months longer than Roundup Extended Control. And Durazone provides more coverage. It goes 50% further than Roundup Extended Control for a better value. It's no wonder weeds are terrified of Durazone.
Found 2 more in plumbing.
Get more from the blue bottle, Bayer Advanced Durazone.
Visit BayerAdvanced.com for more information and to find a local retailer near you.
Inside this bag exists over 150 years of Swedish coffee experience. That's 150 years of experience in refining and perfecting the rich, never bitter taste of Gevalia. And we do it all for this very experience. This very second. This exact moment.
That's good.
I know, right? Cheers to that. Gevalia, 150 years of rich, never bitter coffee.
Listen up, Thunder Dragons. It's time to get a hotel.
Hey, Razor, check this out. We can save big with Priceline Express deals.
You know what, man? These guys ain't no dragons.
They're cool. These deals are legit.
Hey, we're cool.
She's cool. We're cool.
Priceline Express deals are totally legit. Check this. Thousands of people book them every day and score killer deals. Now Priceline is piling on even more savings with its summer sale. So grab your giant beach towel and enter code SUMMER14. Look at me enjoying the deals.
Boring! Yeah. If you want to see Old Faithful,
He's such a couch potato.
Yeah, just go check out the thing for yourself.
Highlander.
Ain't got no room for boring.
There's
No, we ain't got no room for boring. For boring, we ain't got no room.
The 2014 Highlander. Toyota.
Let's go places!
Nice. Wrench.
What?
So this is who you brought to help us out.
Oh, yeah, he's the best.
He doesn't look like he's seen a tool in his life.
Oh, he doesn't know anything about tools. But when I broke my arm, he lent a hand. He paid my claim in just 4 days.
4 days? Wow.
It's no accident. Aflac pays fast. Find out how fast at Aflac.com. And remember, accidents don't hurt as much when you have Aflac.
Better.
State officials urge complete evacuation. Severe flooding is expected.
It's okay. We're ready.
When the things that matter most are on the line, make sure we are too. The Storm Response Team at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Like it never even happened.
Celebrate Dad. Get him this Black & Decker 20-volt trimmer for just $99 at Lowe's.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
I don't think this is done by any means. Unbelievable.
You need to watch tonight and tomorrow morning for essential coverage of this severe weather outbreak, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 75, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. High 86, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
The hail core is in there, brief rotation in there. We've had brief reports of tornadoes. Look at that.
Baseball-sized hail. We're talking almost 3 inches in diameter.
Felt like we got beat to death by hail in the car.
Look at the siding.
And all the windows is gone in the house, and all the siding's gone.
Rain and lightning continues to pummel this entire area.
It sounded like a world was coming to an end.
Another busy night of severe weather.
And our coverage continues right now on Weather Center Live. Thanks for watching our special coverage of Weather Center Live. I'm Paul Goodlow.
And I'm Kelly Cass. We are tracking some dangerous storms this evening moving across the Ohio Valley. More tornado watches are being issued for the overnight hours as well. The latest one takes us till 4 o'clock in the morning. Parts of Tennessee as well as western North Carolina to the wee hours of the morning.
Yeah, again, this goes to 3 a.m., but also as we push westward, we also still have a couple of watches have been issued already. Areas of southern Ohio, eastern areas of Kentucky till 9 o'clock. Western Kentucky. And now parts of southern Illinois, southern Indiana to 8 o'clock, and a new one now, parts of Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, Arkansas. That goes until 4 a.m. local time.
Ooh, it's going to be a long night and still watching the plains for severe weather. This is a severe thunderstorm watch till 1 in the morning local time, all the way up into eastern Montana and the Dakotas. We need to be on guard for some damaging winds and large hail.
We're with you all night long to update you on the severe weather threat. Right now, let's start off with our storm tracker Jim Cantori and Dr. Greg Forbes.
All right, guys, last time we talked about what happened with that storm near Bowling Green. It has actually gone and cycled into a tornadic supercell at this point. As a matter of fact, Sean Reynolds has been watching social media for us. He's got a picture of it here just a little while ago. That's an HP supercell, all right?
Yes, Alex Sizemore just tweeted this picture out. You can see impressive just storm structure.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. And, of course, we just had a full report of a funnel cloud from a trained storm spotter on that. And Sarah Dillingham just told me that the Weather Service is actually considering a tornado warning for Bowling Green. All right, Forbes, what are you seeing with this storm?
Well, over the past 15 minutes or so, the storm has definitely gotten better organized and gotten better rotation. So Bowling Green here, it's in the south central parts of Kentucky. We did have a tornado warning for that storm. It has expired, at least for the moment. But let's zoom in. We'll take a look at the tornado warning here just to the northwest of Bowling Green, Kentucky. You can see how it has gotten itself a little bit more into this supercell shape with this spiraling around pattern, one bird arm, if you will, coming in from the northeast, the other from the southeast. So the tornado likes to sit right inside of that notch and head southeast, which would take it toward the Bowling Green area. This is Bowling Green, so it might just graze the north suburbs of Bowling Green there.
Well,
there's
if
the Bowling
turns
Green.
right too. That's why they're considering that tornado warning.
750 there for Bowling Green area, 801 for the Gotts area, pretty close to the Barron River area right at this time.
All right, so let's look at the high resolution radar. Do you see anything there? Yeah, actually, it looks like we had a couple reports of funnel clouds now. There's the tornado warning for Bowling Green, by the way. They just issued the tornado warning for Bowling Green.
Bowling Green now has a tornado warning. There you can see in this high definition radar a little bit better of an appendage that is wrapping around. So if I take a look at this one in terms of the velocities and the storm relative velocities here, it's not a real tight velocity signature. We have some pretty strong westbound flow there back up in the midst of the hook, but in terms, if I look at the normalized rotation, it's a bit of a broader rotation that's showing up in there. So
is that another RFD getting ready potentially to come around?
Yeah, it probably is. That probably is a little finger of heavy precipitation that may be surging out around and leaving some of the rotation behind. But no surprise we've seen some funnel clouds with this. If I back it up a little bit, I think it was even a little bit better organized at around right about this time. It had this unrained into inflow, but now in the meantime we've seen this little filament come charging east. So at that point it was perhaps a little bit stronger than it is right now. But that said,
there's a new image.
Sometimes these filaments that come out will fan the circulation. So let's see if we got a new velocity coming out of this one, and any kind of new rotation.
One of those appendages is right over. That hasn't updated yet. No. That hasn't updated either. One of those appendages that Greg was talking about is sitting right over Bowling Green right now.
Yeah. So a suspicious area would be the east side of Bowling Green for a possible tornado.
All right, let's go to graphics 15. Sean Reynolds has gotten us a picture of a funnel cloud. So guys, can you switch that for me in control, please?
I can do it.
Okay, so we've got a picture of a funnel cloud. Looks like certainly, yeah, right there, something from a wall cloud. We definitely see a wall cloud there.
Yeah, and this definitely looks like it may be some dust or something like that is being raised up. So this could very well be a tornado right under the leading edge of what would probably be the shelf cloud, with this being the rain coming in, this being the warm air coming up over top of that. And at that location there, suspicious, possibly a tornado, possibly definitely
can't
some
tell
dust.
behind those trees.
Absolutely be sure, but it's very suspicious looking.
We know we got a tornado warning out. Certainly from what Greg sees on the radar, there's the possibility of that. It is now coming right into Bowling Green as we speak.
Right into Bowling Green and then across toward Plum Springs and the Smith Grove area. So
all right, yeah, some street level mapping. Good idea, Sarah.
Probably going to be tending to go just to the northeast side of the range, so up around Double Springs Road is a possibility there. The velocity rotations are not so well defined that we can absolutely pinpoint with this, but certainly much of Bowling Green and the areas off, especially to the east of Bowling Green, seem to be fair game. There could be some strong winds without the tornado coming into the Bowling Green area with this filament of heavy precipitation pushing in.
Let's quickly jump over to the storm that just went through Beulah, because this we know had a rain-wrapped tornado around Wheatcroft and Clay. It's also produced some power outages in Providence and just had a funnel in Beulah, but they did not reissue on it.
Yeah, it is definitely, that was this lead storm. You can see how it is shrunk. It has another bigger storm behind it, so we may have a merger. So as those come down toward the Nortonville area, it's not out of the question that we could get some renewed circulation. But at the moment, the number of storms that have rolled across the same area, you can see all of these areas outlined in green. We have lots of flash flood problems as well as a chance of an occasional brief tornado.
And if you're watching us in Tennessee tonight, all this, by the way, is definitely coming toward you. So it's going to be a long night where you may get woken up in the middle of the night in places like Nashville, Tennessee. We'll keep you posted on that. All right, Paul, pretty busy out here at the Expert Desk. Back to you.
It's also going to be pretty busy all across the Weather Channel through this weekend, because we're still tracking more thunderstorms from the plains and into the southeast as we head towards this weekend. We have a little stationary front there right now, already popping up some thunderstorms here, areas of western Texas. We could use the rain, but again, we also have the risk of severe weather with this as well. On the radar, not looking that impressive in terms of what's falling, but definitely the cloud structure that will lead to more thunderstorms. But one thing we do need is some relief from the heat now. It is still a scorcher. 105 in El Paso, 102 in Lubbock, sitting in the 90-degree mark in Dallas, 93 in Oklahoma City. We have the stalled out front here, so it's not going to push through, allow the cooler air to come through. We'll have waves of low pressure right along this, and this will give us a good chance of showers and thunderstorms, not to mention some mid-level energy, and that will start giving us severe weather, possibly even tornadoes, as well as the risk of thunderstorms. So tomorrow, we still have a pretty decent risk of thunderstorms and tornadoes here across the southern plains. We head towards Friday, more of the same. Showers and thunderstorms continue, and any one storm could cause flooding, but think about it, 3 to 4 days in a row of seeing storms in the same area causing or dropping heavy rain, so the flood risk will also start to go up as our rain chances continue to stay with us right on through the weekend. So here we go. Wichita, scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow, a good chance of storms all day long on Friday, and again, pop-up storms popping up anytime you head after the noon hour and in the Wichita area as you head on towards Saturday. So the southern plains seeing more storms to stay with us tonight, tomorrow, and right on through the weekend. And the same pattern pushing eastward across the southeast. So any type of outdoor plans, you definitely want to have your Weather Channel app, pop up the radar, find out where the storms are relative to you. Stay safe.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 75, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. High 86, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
What makes Florida's natural orange juice taste so uniquely fresh and delicious? Is it the rich Florida soil or the perfect blend of sunshine, rain, and temperature? Maybe it's the fact that Florida's natural oranges are never imported. They're raised right here in Florida and passed with care from our hands to yours. 100% pure, 100% Florida. Florida's natural. Try our new citrus smoothies in the chilled juice section next to our orange juice.
Bridgestone tires perform best when you need it most.
Like when Julie Bowen is late taking her son to a birthday party.
Okay, people, you, front seat, you, out of my way. Sir? Julie has our new Drive Guard tires, the next generation of run flat technology.
Oh, good. Nails.
Oh, these tires are engineered to take a puncture and then drive up to 50 miles.
50 miles? Great, because I remember the present, but I forgot the kid. Yeah, you need to check. Oh, I forgot. I have a lot of kids.
Grow. It's what we do. But when we put something in the ground, feed it, and care for it, don't we grow something more? We grow big celebrations and personal victories. We grow new beginnings and better endings, grand gestures and perfect quiet. We grow escape, bragging rights, happier happy hours. So let's grow something greater with Miracle-Gro. What will you grow? Share your story at miraclegrow.com.
West didn't end where Columbus landed. Not on the banks of the Mississippi or even the coast of California. The new Ram 1500 EcoDiesel with 9,200 pounds of towing and 28 highway miles per gallon. West will never end. Guts, glory, Ram.
Get 20% off Charbroil Commercial Series True Infrared Gas Grills at Lowe's.
This is Kevin. To prove to you that Aleve is the better choice for him, he's agreed to give it up.
It's today?
We'll be with him all day as he goes back to taking Tylenol.
That was okay, but after lunch my knee started to hurt again, and now I gotta take more pills. Yeah? Another pill stop. Can I get my Aleve back yet? For my pain, I want my Aleve.
Look for the Easy Open Red Arthritis Cap.
We fight a war against spiders, roaches, and every foul pest that haunts your home. And we won't stop until we've killed every last one, until you're certain they're gone for good. Our arsenal is a formidable one. An army of 8,000 professionals, 85 years of experience, and the strongest guarantee in the business. It's not exactly a fair fight. Not here. Not now. Not in my house. Terminex.
All right, from a meteorological standpoint, we have a very interesting storm heading toward Bowling Green. Sean's already getting some pictures in on social media here. Wall cloud.
Yeah, definitely. This is in the Bowling Green area. Good thing is Western Kentucky University has a meteorology department. All the kids are going out taking pictures of this very photogenic storm. So we have this one right here. Then taking a look at what we saw a moment ago is just an apparent funnel right there.
Wow. Do you have the Severe Studios shot?
I can get it.
All right. So do that. Put Andrea's picture in first, and then we'll do severe studios. So I want Forbes to take a look at this, obviously, and analyze what we're looking at. All right. I mean, obviously, great structure here from a supercell standpoint, Greg Forbes, and also, we've had now a couple of reports of funnels with this as well. The threat, though, at least it appears to be through Bowling Green at the present time.
Well, it's actually through or maybe going on the south side of Bowling Green right now. But what you're seeing here are some definite wraparound of the large rotating part of the storm aloft. And then this portion that hangs down, that's the rotating wall cloud that is spinning around. The updraft and inflow are coming in there and rotating counterclockwise. Beneath that, there's quite an area of rain. The dark skies and over and across there is all rain. So this is right out at the edge of the rain. And
as I say, but at least at this point, it hasn't wrapped all the way around.
Not
like
apparently,
we've seen.
no.
Maybe in this next picture, a little bit different. Actually, it still looks like the wall cloud's ahead of the
A little different perspective. This one, you're seeing a lot of that broad rotation. Look at all the striations in there. But then in here, whoops, I hit the wrong one. Let's try that one. In there, you see a little bit of that bluish tint. That is all the big rain and maybe a little bit of hail mixed in with the storm as it's coming south toward the Bowling Green area.
Is this the same wall cloud?
That then, would be another. There's that wall cloud area that is sort of like an extra layer of a layer cake that's hanging down.
All right, so again, let's now look at the storm on radar and talk about where it is and who's next in line potentially for this visual.
And so we have a brand new tornado warning for just to the southeast of Bowling Green now, Warren County, including Bowling Green, Plum Springs, the Spring Grove area, as there's a little bit of an appendage that is continuing to push down there. So the strongest, it's got a little bit more organized there. At least it's trying to get new, stronger rotation signatures. I think what we're seeing there, that lowest wall cloud was probably there, but then we see this broader rotation in those striations that were the bigger rotation there. So we're getting pretty close now to the I-65 area, over to the east of Bowling Green for the possibility of a tornado.
The other way. I just want to look down. So, okay, so that's very, very close to the interstate.
Yeah, very close to I-65 there, and heading off toward the east-southeast at about now accelerated to about 35 to 40 miles per hour. Heading toward the Three Forks area, Hardcastle, Polkville, you could have a tornado heading your way, and certainly some funnel clouds and some very strong winds a possibility.
Whatever's going on there is almost right on top of Mount Victor in the surrounding area. All right, guys, we'll keep you posted on this dangerous storm, which has produced funnel clouds and obviously some incredible visuals as we've seen from social media. Back to you.
All right, for now, we're going to take a little break from the severe weather and show you some of the amazing top 5 videos, especially from yesterday's storms.
Yeah, Jim talked about visuals. Check out these visuals from yesterday. Last night's thunderstorms around Kansas City. Well, it was lighting up the skies here. It looks like this is either fake or perhaps sped up by time lapse, but no, this is the actual, as it's happening.
Constant lightning.
Cloud to cloud. I mean, it was just lit up last night.
Amazing. All right, number 4, last night in Fullerton, Nebraska. Look how windy it was. And we also had some thunderstorms then move through with some large hail and even more wind. But yeah, we had wind happen even before the storms arrived.
Yeah, see the fields planted, a lot of crop damage with hail last night. And speaking of hail, check out this video sent in from Storm Chaser last night of huge chunks of hail coming down here in Saline County, Nebraska. The hail covered the roads, but also large enough to crack the windshield.
Oh, man.
And I hope he had the comprehensive damage on his insurance.
Yeah, thousands of cars having to deal with damage. All right, last night from Seward, Nebraska, a driver makes a quick move to avoid the swirling gustnado right in the middle of the road. Fortunately, the driver's okay, but yeah, frightening sight, even though it's not an actual full-fledged tornado.
But still, they could have winds over 100 miles per hour, so they are kind of tricky. And check this out. This is taken last night in Garden City, Kansas, as thunderstorms rolled on in. The tornado sirens were blaring as well, but the sky, and even though there was a lot of danger around, it had that beautiful kind of orange-red glow to it.
Yeah, with the flashes of lightning as well. All right, just amazing. You can upload your video anytime at weather.com/photos. And coming up next here on Weather Center Live, Storm Tracker Jim Cantori returns for your tropical update.
And plus, we're going to take a look ahead to see who may need to protect their homes and their cars to avoid damage like this. Your severe weather outlook is on the way.
All right, Atlanta, we could be awakened by some storms in the early morning hours. So, yeah, put the earplugs in, I guess, tonight, right?
Yeah, that's right. In fact, the storm chance stays with us through the weekend. The forecast is coming up.
It handled the Great Hoagie Fight of 2011.
89 thunderstorms.
And 90 spilled drinks.
And the hallway of 10,000 fingerprints.
Olympic paints and stains are made to endure busy homes, so they're guaranteed for real life.
Insist on Olympic. And introducing new Olympic Elite Advanced Stain and Sealant in One with exclusive color-rich technology and 4-season protection package for beauty that lasts from America's most trusted brand since 1938, exclusively at Lowe's.
He was the most welcoming person that I ever knew.
Payne Stewart cared about everybody else.
He was the kind of guy that would be there for you if you needed him.
The story that needs to be felt is what a real true person he was.
His legend will continue to grow.
Payne, Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern on NBC and Monday night at 10 on Golf Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 75, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. High 86, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Give Dad a gift he'll love. Get this Porter cable compressor for just $99 at Lowe's.
Oh!
What is it?
There are no marshmallows in this box of Lucky Charms.
Weird.
Seriously?
What?
They're magically delicious.
Can't believe you ordered all 25 shakes.
Thanks for the salted caramel shake, Kara.
Really can't believe you know her name.
I kind of have nicknames for everybody based upon my order.
Salted caramel, Kara.
Yeah, Holly for jalapeno chocolate,
That's
and
great.
Janine for peanut butter.
Why Janine for peanut butter?
Because she reminds me of my ex-girlfriend Janine, who was nuts.
She was crazy.
Celebrate summer with 25.
You used to sleep like a champ. Then boom, what happened? Life happened. Stress, fun, bad habits, kids. Now what? Not milk, not sheep, not that. Let's think smarter. Let's get some science in here. Let's build a bed.
Another bed?
No, a smarter bed. An entirely new Sleep Number bed that tracks your movement, your heartbeat, your breathing. Sensors working directly with the dual air chambers. Yeah, you need the air chambers. Introducing the Sleep Number bed, now with Sleep IQ technology. It tracks your sleep patterns and tells you how to adjust for a good night's sleep, a better night, and an awesome night. So what Sleep Number adjustments make the difference? Try cranking it up. Adjust it down, a little bubbly, or nix the late night flicks. Wait, you'll know what works because Sleep IQ technology tells you. And all you have to do is sleep, which is easy. Only the Sleep Number store. Mattresses with Sleep IQ start at just $999.98 because everyone deserves a great night's sleep. No better sleep with Sleep Number.
That their dog and possibly their home is taken care of.
New to Rover, get one night free at rover.com/TV.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
All right, guys, time now for our tropical update. But again, we still remain tornado warning tonight. New tornado warning coming out for Hopkins County. Now, remember, that's the storm that's already produced a rain-wrapped multi-vortex tornado up around Wheatcroft and Clay in Kentucky. So if you're watching us again in Hopkins County, which is south of that area that I just mentioned, we've got a new storm, and here it is right here. Earlington, Madisonville, and also Morton's Gap. You can see this storm has wrapped up. We often talk about how these cycle back through. It has absolutely done that. Forbes was talking earlier about cell mergers that may have helped that, certainly. So watch out as it heads down toward Nortonville. We'll have a complete update and analysis from Forbes. Also, the storm is tornado warned as it's moved now through Bowling Green in Kentucky. All right, let's get into the tropical update here a little bit. We've had, again, the final advisory on Boris. If you're just tuning in tonight, this was earlier again today. We've had a final advisory on Boris, 16.5 north, 94.0 west, 80 miles to the east-northeast of Salonica. So it's on shore, all right? But over the last couple of days, we've been talking a lot about how this whole area just has a broad low pressure. And every once in a while, you'll get one or two of these centers to congeal, and, well, one of them became Boris. And now the focus is on, A, the remnants, all right, because we've got mountains and topography here. And that means as long as the remnants are not, we've got tropical air, which is going to be squeezed out in the form of heavy showers and thunderstorms. So flash flooding is still a concern, as we know in tropical meteorology, even with a remnant tropical low. Just ask the folks in Houston, Texas about that. Invest 90L. All right, this is what's going on in the southern Gulf of Mexico, or the Bay of Campeche, as it's called. And this now, according to the Hurricane Center, has a 20% chance over the next 48 hours to develop in addition to the next 5 days. So they're looking at this area of low pressure, which we all saw when the sun came up this morning. The big difference is it doesn't have a very good chance of developing, at least immediately in my opinion, because you've got some very strong upper-level winds, at least in through here. And if it were to get in a favorable area, it would almost have to get on the other side of the Yucatan. But you can even see how all these cloud elements are still kind of blowing off to the southeast. So the whole area is very, very hostile at the present time in terms of the upper level environment. But there is convection, there are showers and thunderstorms, and the models, because we can see that broad entity, and you can see it here in the visible before the sun goes down, a lot of scattered but unorganized thunderstorms around this broad area of low pressure. And there you can see what happens when the sun goes down. You kind of lose not only the color, obviously, to the clouds, but you start getting a blue screen that comes on in. So here's Invest 90L, and because we've got a low entity here, the Hurricane Center's run a nice little model suite on this, and here's the latest guidance on it. And interestingly enough, the GFS initialized over here, which I think is interesting. So that you know what you do? Here's what you do. Anything that initialized here, you buy into, because we saw that's where the circulation was in the satellite, right? Anything that initializes here, maybe, that may be initializing on the remnants of Boris, all right? So let's buy whatever is initialized up and through here. What do those models say? They're taking it all toward the west. And even in the Hurricane Center's discussion tonight, they say it's going to head in toward eastern Mexico here. But, Paul, either way, whether it's this entity or another one, the models do keep unsettled weather here into next week, and the conditions make it a little bit better for something to organize here. So it will be an area to watch for the next several days.
We're ramping up the active tropical season so soon in June. All right, we're also still watching severe weather, which also overall for the season has been below average, but we are quickly making up for lost time here with more severe weather, more tornadoes. In fact, take a look at this area across the Midwest into the Ohio Valley, watching showers and thunderstorms, and these have now been producing tornadoes. I want to zoom in first on a couple tornado warnings here in areas of central and western Kentucky. And this is for Hopkins County. We have a tornado with this cell. If you're in Hopkins County, anywhere in Hopkins County, Kentucky, take shelter immediately. If you're in a mobile home, you need to get out. You need to drive away from this storm and into a sturdy shelter, preferably a brick shelter or something underground if you can. Again, around Earlington, Madisonville, Morton's Gap, till 8:30, a tornado warning for you. We have a tornado with this thunderstorm. And then on towards the east, we're also watching around the Bowling Green area, another tornado with this cell for Warren County. So that's now pushing on the east side of Bowling Green, and the storm should be just to the southeast of you. Plum Springs, even Smith's Grove, under tornado warning until 8 o'clock. So in a couple minutes on that, expect that warning to be continued as well. We're also watching this line of showers and thunderstorms. Look how it's kind of bowing out here, a signature on the radar. We have strong gusty winds blowing out from this thunderstorm, not to mention large hail here across areas of Nebraska, once again into South Dakota, even North Dakota, seeing some strong severe thunderstorms. A tornado warning up towards the Canadian border. And we have the risk tonight of these thunderstorms pushing on through and continuing well past the sunset hour and even past midnight as well. And once again, southern Missouri will see more storms overnight tonight. And then as we head on towards tomorrow, two areas are watching. Once again, areas the central and southern plains, not to mention the southeast, will get in on this act as the moisture continues to feed storms, which are then fueled by strong mid-level winds. This starts to set up rotation, supercells, mesocyclones, and long-tracked thunderstorms, even tornadoes as we head throughout the day on Thursday. Kelly?
Coming up at the top of the hour, our extended coverage of severe weather continues. We'll show you where the storms are right now and where they're headed overnight. And a live look at New York City, where we've got rain expected in the Big Apple tonight and tomorrow, which means it could be a concern for that commute tomorrow morning. Stay with us. Weather Center Live continues in just about a minute.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, some clouds, low 75, winds southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. High 86, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Severe weather is on the move tonight, and it's packing a punch. We're going to show you where it's heading and also tell you who needs to pay close attention to the forecast as we head into the overnight hours.
Plus, unforgiving hail pummeled the plains last night. New pictures of the damage done to homes, businesses, and thousands of cars. From the Weather Channel headquarters in Atlanta, you're watching Weather Center Live.
Hello and welcome to a special edition of Weather Center Live. We will be with you all night tracking severe weather from Missouri to West Virginia. I'm Paul Goodlow.
And I'm Kelly Cass. Tonight's storms are capable of producing damaging winds, large hail, even the possibility of tornadoes. We've got some active tornado warnings right now in Kentucky. Not only that, we've got these tornado watches. Some of them go until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So you need to have a way of being notified before you go to bed tonight.
Our eastern watch until 3 a.m. The watch just to the west of that until 11 p.m. This one, areas of southern Ohio. Also, as we head on towards western Kentucky, the Boot Hill, Missouri, till 3 a.m. Central Time. And we also have severe weather or severe thunderstorm watches out towards the plains.
Yeah, till 1 o'clock in the morning. These storms are going late, even after you go to bed tonight. Also watching Montana and the Dakotas. Damaging winds and large hail, the main threat here in the northern Rockies and northern plains.
And here in Atlanta, we have a full team of experts, meteorologists, and producers on hand tonight.
That's right. We're going to begin with our storm tracker, Jim Cantori, starting off our coverage in our Global Forecast Center. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Kel. Yeah, we're out here in the expert area with Sean Reynolds, who's been watching social media. And really, I think the picture of the night, Sean, has been the storm that's moved through Bowling Green, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Let's take a quick look at that one. This is the storm rolling into Bowling Green. Mallory tweeted that out just moments ago.
Big HP supercell, the wall cloud on the front right over that building there. Clear as day, but we have not heard, at least at this point, of any touchdowns, so that's the good thing. But sometimes you get the delayed reports, certainly could see some wind damage with a storm like that.
Exactly. We're also seeing a little bit of lightning out there. This is northwest of Harrisburg, Illinois, not terribly far from Paducah. Kelsey just tweeted this picture out. You can see cloud to ground lightning right there.
Yeah, I remember Paul and Kelly talked about how the watches extend back through Missouri as well, and we've got some storms even in west central Missouri that are kind of discrete supercells. So let's find out what the danger is. We've got 2 tornado warnings out. Dr. Forbes is watching both these. Sarah's just set up his radar out there, and let's talk about I guess the lead storm here, Greg. The Bowling Green storm.
And the storm now is only severe warned out in the Bowling Green area, but we've had a reissuance of a storm, the follow-up to a storm earlier, the Wheatcroft storm, the one that trailed that has begun to rotate. We'll take a look here at the Bowling Green storm. It does actually still have some rotation.
And it could still cycle back through, right?
It could still cycle back through. It has gotten itself kind of a little bit better organized in reality there. It's a kind of a tight supercell thunderstorm at this point. It just doesn't have a very well-defined hook echo on that. Allen, Barron, and Warren counties, severe thunderstorm, and that's the picture that Jim was just looking at, that when it was over Bowling Green, had that big, well-defined wall cloud. So if it were to produce a new tornado, probably coming down somewhere toward the Finney and Port Oliver Ford area, or maybe if it starts to rotate more strongly again, perhaps down toward the Settle area as well.
Yeah, so again, even though you don't have a tornado warning on this, the fact that Forbes likes the way it looks structurally now, it could cycle back through and produce a tornado at any time. And that's why we still have tornado watches all the way down into eastern Tennessee with this.
You can see it's still a supercell thunderstorm here with the rotation and giving these arms that come in. We sometimes call those those bird wings. But in the normalized rotation, there's still some rotation back in there. In fact, maybe a little bit stronger now than we've seen at times. That's back in the middle of the rain, though. So were there to be a tornado, it would be rain wrapped. And I think probably it's just part of that broad rotating storm that we've seen in that in the pictures that you've seen.
Are you surprised we don't have a tornado warning on this?
I think we may still get a tornado warning on this if it starts to show something a little bit tighter in terms of rotation. Let's go to the western storm.
The western storm, we know.
We're back a little farther west in Kentucky here. The storms earlier have been up around the Morganfield area. That lead storm has weakened. Now this one on its heels has developed a rather well-defined hook echo showing up right there. The tornado will tend to come southeast toward the Nortonville area. And this one is Hopkins County with the tornado warning on that one. So the pretty well-defined circulation in here heading off toward the south and east toward Morton's Gap, the Nortonville area, White Plains, Nortonville about 824 or so. And I actually have to look
at this one on high resolution radar.
Slide my radar there
because I want to see what it looks like in terms of normalized rotation as well.
And so we can go to that one there. In terms of the normalized rotation there, it's not very far away from Beulah.
Which we had a funnel cloud, large rotating funnel cloud is what they said, I think.
And this one has, unlike the more linear feature that we saw over near Bowling Green, this one is kind of a circular kind of rotation. Some pretty strong in the northbound velocities, pretty strong velocities there. So this one kind of worrisome in terms of the possibility of a tornado. Now, it's right on the interface between the rain and the no rain inflow, so I don't think we'll see anything in terms of a debris signature. No, right where the green triangle is there, no debris signatures at the moment, but certainly a suspicious situation where you might be getting a tornado that would head down to St. Charles and Nortonville, the Morton's Gap area.
All right, so be on the lookout, guys. This storm has already produced a tornado. It's already produced power outages around Clay and Wheatcroft, as well as Providence and Madisonville as well. So it could easily do that again with the conditions that are out there. All right, who is going to be in line for these storms tonight?
Well, we certainly could have anywhere from southeast Missouri all the way down to perhaps across Tennessee. Here's one computer model's representation of what could happen, and it might build a little bit of a tail farther back into Missouri. But storms going to sag out of Kentucky down into Nashville area, down to Chattanooga, down to the Knoxville area, according to this model. And then, at least according to my forecast, I thought it would probably weaken before it got too far into the Georgia and South Carolina areas. Indeed, they do begin to weaken, but suggest that there's a chance of some thunderstorms coming all the way perhaps to Atlanta overnight tonight. I think there'll be another round tomorrow that probably will have a higher chance of some severe thunderstorms coming into places like Atlanta and across South Carolina.
Well, yeah, because now the front's going to be sitting right over us and all that moisture.
Frontal sag south, and we'll get just a little bit farther south progression of the similar kind of thing that's happened today.
Meanwhile, today, Mike Bettis and the Tornado Track team have left Grand Island and made their way all the way in eastern Kentucky, a very, very long drive. Mike, it's starting to get more interesting from your camera, my friend.
Yeah, Jim, I got to tell you, man, this thing is pretty cool. This is a storm that is near Cope, Colorado. We get a lot of lightning in there. I mean, I tell you what, the structure on this thing is pretty awesome. I mean, we've seen the shelf cloud form on the southern end of it, a little bit of Mattis ahead of it. It's fun to watch, and I think we're going to be very close to this. We'll be able to head south of it as it rolls primarily east. We'll be in a great position on this one. Maybe a little bit of hail we get out of this one. We've seen a little bit of rotation on the southern side of it, as indicated by the radar. So, in a perfect position, beautiful view, nice and flat here. We'll see what happens with this one, but you live right there along the Cope area. Just be careful. Mindful of this one as it pushes its way eastbound, Jim. We'll keep our eye on here and check back with us.
All right, buddy, I appreciate that. Again, a little audio problem there, too, with Mike's microphone or just the sound from that whole shot. But, Forbes, again, just to kind of reiterate that, show everybody what he was looking at. I was just going to do that with 15 seconds left. Here's Mike up here.
Yeah, Mike's headed southbound toward the storm that's headed eastbound.
And now we know. All right, we'll be right back.
Untamed fruit flavor. Jolly Rancher.
Surely a vacuum shouldn't just work on carpets. Well, the Dyson DC65 cleans better than any other vacuum across hard floors and carpets. Works for me.
Now save up to $100 on Dyson technology. For the dad that would do anything for golf. Save on anything for golf at the Golfsmith Father's Day event. The biggest savings, the best deals. To make this the best Father's Day yet. So hurry to Golfsmith. Anything for golf.
The day we rescued Riley was a truly amazing day. Without Angie's List, I don't know if we could have found all the services we needed for our Riley.
For over 18 years, we've helped people take care of the things that matter most. Join today at angieslist.com.
Wizarding World of Harry Potter, now with Diagon Alley and the Hogwarts Express. Come and live it. Universal Orlando Resort.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, low 75, winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mainly clear, high 86, winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
This Father's Day, let's turn our hero into a superhero. Let's give him the power, consult with his sidekick, and equip him with all the super toys he needs. All on a mild-mannered budget, so he can spend some quality time back in his lair. Then come out strong and save the day. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. The Husky 200-piece mechanics tool set, just $99, guaranteed forever.
Bridgestone tires perform best when you need it most.
Like when Julie Bowen is late taking her son to a birthday party.
Okay, people, you, front seat, you, out of my way. Julie has our new Drive Guard tires, the next generation of run flat technology.
Oh, good. Nails.
Oh, these tires are engineered to take a puncture and then drive up to 50 miles.
50 miles? Great, because I remember the present, but I forgot the kid. Yeah, you need to check. Oh, I forgot. I have a lot of kids.
Grow. It's what we do. But when we put something in the ground, feed it and care for it, don't we grow something more? We grow big celebrations and personal victories. We grow new beginnings and better endings, grand gestures and perfect quiet. We grow escape, bragging rights, happier happy hours. So let's grow something greater with Miracle-Gro. What will you grow? Share your story at miraclegrow.com.
Hey, here's a live look at New York City and Philadelphia. Yankees right now are playing in the Bronx. They are beating the A's so far anyway. We've got some rain that's headed our way too, by the way. Your Phillies are on the road. They're actually down in D.C. where the Nationals are winning as of right now. But we're going to be tracking some rain and even some thunderstorms overnight tonight and into the day tomorrow, and that will affect your commute in the morning, that's for sure. Philadelphia, that rain's going to be arriving sometime between 10 and midnight, and it's going to stay with us right through early tomorrow morning. So plan accordingly. May have to get up a little extra early and get that commute started. But then the good news is it moves right out and we're in for a pretty good weekend right now. That's how it looks. But here's a look at the enhanced satellite. You can see as the storm system moved into the northeast, all the clouds kind of overtaking I-95 between New York and Boston. Boston, we've already had some rain today. We've got more coming. And here's a look at where the heaviest rain is falling right now. We've had some rain delays, by the way, in Cleveland this evening. Scattered showers, even severe thunderstorms are breaking out in the western parts of Virginia. So occasionally there will be some damaging wind gusts, and that's why we've got the red on the map for the Virginias. Also watching out for that rain along the Pennsylvania Turnpike, the Taconic, heading into New York City tomorrow. Also the Long Island Expressway, look for some rain showers to slow you down out there. Hartford, Providence, Boston, looking at a soaker of a day tomorrow. But then the good news is the rain clears out. We're in for a really nice weekend. Plenty of sunshine on Friday. We've got the Belmont Stakes taking place on Saturday. Looks beautiful for that. A mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the low 80s. And it looks like our weather will be nice in Boston as well. Once we get past the rain tomorrow, the sun comes out and it stays out right into the weekend with those temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. Paul?
Well, severe thunderstorms rolled through Indianapolis earlier today, lighting up the sky here, the morning sky with plenty of lightning. Now tomorrow, we have the threat for more thunderstorms move on across the Ohio Valley, but mainly across the southeast. And Indy, even with the storms, we were picked up quite a bit of rain, almost 1.5 inches so far for the year. 2014, we're now at a surplus of nearly 2 inches of rain. So we've been dealing with our fair share of rain as of late. Again, nothing on the radar here in Indy, but in the Ohio Valley, still watching strong, severe thunderstorms, even some producing tornadoes as we speak here. Meanwhile, the southeast, eventually these storms will kind of sag southward and kind of stall out. So unfortunately, it's going to set up kind of a stagnant pattern for the weekend, which means if you have outdoor plans, you definitely want to know where those storms are in relation to you or your loved ones, because there's plenty of lightning with these storms as well. So here we go in the weekend. Here comes our front. But it's June, so it's hard to get a front to clear the entire southeast into the Gulf Coast. So it doesn't. It's going to stall out. We're going to see showers and thunderstorms fire up along, ahead, and even behind this stalled out front all week and also all weekend long. So tomorrow, scattered showers and thunderstorms. And don't let the green fool you. Some of these thunderstorms will be strong and severe, can even produce tornadoes into your Thursday and Friday as well. Saturday and the weekend, Sunday, more of the same. Scattered showers and thunderstorms. A lot of green on the map, but also a lot of dry time in here, so a better chance of seeing the rain and thunderstorms will be towards the afternoon and the evening hours. Nashville, yeah, you're in this as well. Our temperatures stay in the low 80s tomorrow, but we have a great chance of thunderstorms, perhaps a line coming through even before you head on towards work, and I guess school is out, but work tomorrow morning. And again, temperatures slowly rise towards the weekend, but we still have that chance of showers and thunderstorms. The ATL, more thunderstorms coming in overnight tonight, and a good chance as we head on towards tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening in Atlanta. And our chance of thunderstorms continue Friday and also Saturday, and dare I say Sunday. Another chance of hit-miss thunderstorms popping up anytime after, say, 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Kelly?
Rain and wind are in the forecast for tonight in the Ohio Valley. Some of these storms turning severe. Last night, it was all about the hail pounding eastern Nebraska. We'll show you the damage the storm did to cars and homes when we come back.
You don't compromise, and you're never willing to settle. So why are you wearing glasses with just any progressive lenses? See the difference with Verilux, the only progressive lens brand with lenses designed using wave technology. Enjoy smooth transitions and sharp vision at any distance. See your eye care professional about Verilux, the #1 progressive lens brand. Ask for Verilux. Never compromise your vision.
Now save $30 on Verilux when you combine with Crizal and Transitions lenses.
Ask your eye care professional about Transitions signature lenses.
Celebrate Dad. Get him this Black & Decker 20-volt trimmer for just $99 at Lowe's.
So, Duke, what do you think for our new Bush's Baked Beans video game?
I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Now, roll that beautiful bean footage. Yes! Bush's Baked Beans are slow cooked according to our secret family recipe for big flavor. Enjoy Bush's Baked Beans.
Our oath isn't an empty gesture. It's the heart and soul of Terminix Nation. The Terminix Ultimate Protection Guarantee. 100% satisfaction or your money back. Not here, not now, not in my house. Terminix.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
I don't think this is done by any means.
This is Heart Health Beat. Omega-3s are important for heart health, but taking fish oil supplements can be unpleasant. Did you know there's an alternative? It's called krill oil. What makes krill oil different?
Mega Red krill oil is in phospholipid form, like our cells' building blocks, so it's easy for our bodies to use.
Is krill oil easier to take?
Absolutely. Mega Red Krill Oil dissolves easily in your stomach, so no fishy aftertaste and just one small soft gel.
Support your heart health. Try Mega Red.
Florida. Get ready for fun in the sun. It's kind of weird. It's actually winter here.
Invite everyone to Florida.
Our way of saying thank you. Wild tiger numbers are at an all-time low. Please, help save them now.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
Stay tuned for your local on the 8, brought to you by Olive Garden. Get together at Olive Garden. We're all family here.
Olive Garden's latest inspiration? You. You told us your #1 Olive Garden dishes. Now they're part of our 2 for $25 guest favorites, featuring for the very first time your all-time favorite dish, creamy chicken Alfredo. And our seductive shrimp mezzaluna you love so much, we brought it back. Unlimited salad and breadsticks, 2 entrees, and dessert. It's our most inspired 2 for $25 ever. Olive Garden. We're all family here. Discover 70 Pronto lunch combinations starting at $6.99.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, low 75, winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mainly clear. High 86. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Welcome back, everybody. Check this out. 2-inch hail. This is in Broken Bow, Nebraska on Tuesday. You can see it bouncing off the road there and even accumulating. We saw scenes like this all over the state of Nebraska. We had huge hail come down as well. And when you get those strong gusty winds with some of these thunderstorms, it was enough to take the siding right off of houses, especially just to the north of Omaha, Nebraska. And by the way, we've had dealerships. We're talking thousands of cars are having hail sales now because of all the hail we had yesterday. We're still on the lookout for dangerous weather through the overnight hours. We've got tornado watches in effect. Some of these watches go till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, so definitely have a way of being notified and awakened in case your county is put under a tornado warning. You definitely want to be on alert as we go through the overnight hours. Here's a look at the active radar. Severe thunderstorms and flash flooding going on in western Kentucky. This is also a large and dangerous tornado we are tracking out of Hopkins County. We've already had reports of rotating wall cloud. Funnel clouds have been sighted as well at the top of the hour. Now there's a continuation of this tornado warning as it's moving toward the southeast at 25 miles per hour. Again, this is in western Kentucky where we continue to have this tornado warning, and you can see some of the towns with the timing of this storm where it's going to be at these times. 8:52 in Haley's Mill and at about 9:18 for Mount Tabor. You need to be seeking shelter right now. Do not wait for this. Do not be looking out the window. Of course, it's dark. It could be rain wrapped as well and difficult to see. So you definitely want to be in the lowest level of your home and away from the windows. There could be 1-inch hail with that storm as well. Now we're tracking severe thunderstorms across the plains and even into northeastern Colorado, where we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. You can see already we've had a line of storms moving across western South Dakota. We're zooming on in. Here's Denver, Colorado. Just to the east of Denver, we're tracking a mean looking cell right here. This is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of Adams, Arapahoe, and Elbert counties, including including Deer Trail. That goes until 8 o'clock Mountain Time. Large hail, damaging winds are possible with that cell. Also watching Nebraska, where Cherry County, a portion of Cherry County, it's a big county, you're under a severe thunderstorm warning till 7:45 Mountain Time. More thunderstorms moving in where that one was as well. So that line will continue to watch, push through South Dakota as well. You can see where we are on guard for severe weather again tomorrow across the plains, down towards Tulsa, getting very close to Oklahoma City, Little Rock. We've got you in the red as well. As far as the actual chances for tornadoes, this is exclusive here on the Weather Channel. Torcon of a 4 out of 10 in north central Oklahoma. That is basically a 40% chance of seeing tornadoes within 50-mile area. And then we're also going to have to watch the deep south for severe storms as well, including Atlanta and Charlotte. Paul?
Well, large hail pounded the Midwest yesterday, damaging homes, cars, even crops. Now, hail near Dorchester, Nebraska, cracked the windshield of this car. In fact, it also just some of the damage caught on video across the region. Take a look, and you got a list of this as well.
You want to see the real effects of this hail? Look at the side of this house. Look at the siding. Literally blasted off like a big sandblaster. Just took the siding off that house. That's not going to be cheap to fix.
I don't know what this whole city of Blair is just totally destroyed.
Look at that one.
Here's a live look at our Storm Track team in eastern Colorado. We'll check in with them right after your local on the 8th.
When it comes to salads, Panera Bread doesn't take shortcuts like some restaurants do. While they were busy settling, we were busy searching for what we think is the tastiest chicken, raised without antibiotics. And when it comes to lettuce, we insist on only crunchy, flavorful hearts of romaine in our made-to-order hand-tossed salads. Not taking shortcuts means more work, but when the destination is salads this delicious, we think the Panera way is the only way.
Find your Panera Bread favorite and share with us. Hashtag Panera Faves.
These weeds are on a mission to hide every bottle of Bayer Advanced Durazone. They know Durazone kills weeds and grasses for up to 6 months. That's 2 months longer than Roundup Extended Control. And Durazone provides more coverage. It goes 50% further than Roundup Extended Control for a better value. It's no wonder weeds are terrified of Durazone.
Found 2 more in plumbing.
Get more from the blue bottle, Bayer Advanced Durazone.
Visit BayerAdvanced.com for more information and to find a local retailer near you.
What Super Polygrip does for me is it keeps the food out. Before, those little pieces would get in between my dentures and my gum, and it was uncomfortable.
Just a few dabs is clinically proven to seal out more food particles.
Super Polygrip is part of my life now. Check.
Energizer protects your devices from damaging leaks.
Discover Brookside and discover an exciting combination of tastes. Rich dark chocolate covering soft centers, flavored with exotic fruit juices. It's chocolate and fruit flavors like you've never experienced before. Discover Brookside.
Get 20% off Charbroil Commercial Series True Infrared Gas Grills at Lowe's.
The exquisite Toyota Highlander has
Boring! Hit it, guy! It's got a bin for your chicken!
A computer from the future!
And some giant freaky room for eggs! Ooh, yeah! But it ain't got no room for boring! I'm spacing out on all this space, too! No, we ain't got no room for boring! For boring, we ain't got no room!
The 2014 Highlander. Toyota.
Let's go places! What?
Cooper engineers its tires not just for performance, but real life performance. So before you get in, get going. Get gone. You need to get a tire that gets you, because life's a road trip. Come on, let's go. Buy 4 qualifying Cooper tires and get up to a $70 prepaid card by mail. See retailer for details.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage. Right now, we're tracking storms that will affect tens of millions of Americans.
I don't think this is done by any means.
Unbelievable.
You need to watch tonight and tomorrow morning for essential coverage of this severe weather outbreak, only on the Weather Channel.
Currently in our area, 79 degrees under partly cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. Low 75. Winds southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Thursday, mainly clear. High 86. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Tonight's scheduled programming will not be seen, so we can bring you essential severe weather coverage.
We're going to be with you all night long covering this severe weather threat.
Only on the Weather Channel.
The hail core is in there, brief rotation in there. We've had brief reports of tornadoes. Look at that.
Baseball-sized hail. We're talking almost 3 inches in diameter.
Felt like we got beat to death by hail in the car.
Look at the siding.
And all the windows is gone in the house, and all the siding's gone.
Rain and lightning continues to pummel this entire area.
Sounded like a world was coming to an end.
Another busy night of severe weather.
And our coverage continues right now on Weather Center Live. A good Wednesday to you, and thanks for watching Weather Center Live. I'm Paul Goodlow.
And I'm Kelly Cass. We are still tracking some dangerous storms this evening moving across the Ohio Valley. We've had reports of funnel clouds and rotating wall clouds as well. And we've got a whole slew of tornado watches in effect all across the Ohio Valley into western North Carolina.
Yeah, already several reports of tornadoes sighted and spotted tornadoes as well, especially in Kentucky. Here you can see our tornado watches extend from Kentucky now into Tennessee, areas of North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, and even the Boot Hill of Missouri into Arkansas.
We want to bring it over to our storm tracker, Jim Cantori, joining us now from our Global Forecast Center. Also, severe weather expert Dr. Greg Forbes has been tracking these dangerous storms. Hey,
now
guys.
You can see those warnings on Bruce. And just recently, guys, as you were out there, we got a report out of Morton's Gap, Kentucky, of a large wedge tornado on the ground here. We're going to get to Dr. Forbes' analysis on this. But all these storms, by the way, just want to give you a heads up, are sinking south through central Kentucky and making their way toward the Tennessee line. So we'll time this out for you a little bit later on. But let's take a look at this storm. Greg, do you see something capable, certainly, of a large wedge at this point?
Well, I think it's probably a wall cloud that's all the way to the ground. There's no doubt that this storm is rotating, and certainly has a tornado warning on that. It's areas south of Madisonville here in Kentucky, Christian, Hopkins, and Muhlenberg counties. And you see that it definitely has a very well-defined hook echo showing up on it. It's a spiraling severe thunderstorm with the inflow that's coming in there, and then the rain, cooled air wrapping around. Now, these are high precipitation supercells. And so as fast as they try to get a synergy between the inflow and the outflow sort of tends to take over and choke the inflow off. So
Thank
it does not, yeah, exactly. It doesn't seem to be the kind of thing that's going to give a long-lived tornado, especially especially when I look at it in some of the parameters we look at high resolution radar. But heading south and east toward probably the apex area, about 844 or so, should that continue. What I think we're mostly going to get is strong gusty winds that will come down toward this area, and maybe occasionally you may get a tornado, especially just a little bit up to the north of the area or north and east of the area that's getting these stronger surging winds.
And a lot of the pictures that we've seen as we get to the higher resolution here have been, a more wall cloud.
Yeah, they've definitely been.
That can look like a tornado.
Yeah, especially if you've got some trees or hills that are blocking.
Right.
Now that said, a likely place to have a tornado would be right in there, right where the rain-cooled air and the gust front are meeting up with that inflow. And there have been that's where we've had a report up around the Norton's Gap area and around the Nortonville area of this large possible rain-wrapped tornado or wedge tornado. In the raw velocities, what you're mostly seeing is this, the main gust front with the warm air coming in there and a big gust front. When we normalize that and compute, show me where the rotation centers are, there is no center. There's a big shear line of shifting winds between that inflow and outflow. Now, that said, if we went back a few minutes, there's going back 5 minutes, it was still mostly a gust front. 10 minutes, you had a little bit of a circulation there. So that could have been the big wedge tornado at that point. And then go back another 5 minutes, you'd had several circulations.
Well, that's near Morton's Gap.